Well, how's it shaking, proxies? My name's FOXSOL. Welcome to another video right here on the channel. Do hope you enjoy. All right, proxies. How's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. Hopefully you're having a great day. I, for myself, am feeling a little bit under the weather. So hopefully my voice and everything else doesn't sound too bad in this video. If so, I do apologize in advance. So, what are we going to be talking today in pretty much today's topic of conversation? Well, we're talking about the immense hate that has been given to our boy Manato. Whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Reddit, or whether it's on YouTube, there has been some people very vocal about this agent and the fact that he's not an S rank, but he's an A rank. And a lot of people don't seem too happy with this. That we have new additions coming in with the Spook Shack fraction, and that comes in with Lucia that was also announced, and our Tentacle waifu as well. And people are a little upset. They're like, yo, I've been with Kamano now for pretty much, 2.0, 2.1, going into 2.2, and you're going to showcase him as an A rank? Now, before we get into it and everything else, I will make this statement that I am to myself disappointed that he's not an S rank. But I'm not like really butthurt over it to the point to where some comments I've seen is saying that they're going to uninstall Zenless Zone Zero just because of this. Because, oh, you're just making ZZZ a gooner game, which I hate to say the obvious, but isn't that what Zenless Zone Zero is known to be? Either way, I figure we could take the time. Let's take a look at a couple of comments. Let's read what people have to say, and let's see what the general thought process of the community is, and give our final thoughts of the process. So with our very first comment, just saw someone fall on their knees in front of the HIA building. Rest in peace, S-rank Manato believers, crying in the hole with you. Though hopefully you can M6 him much easier. Literally tanked for us a whole Spook Shack arc while injured, got tortured, sorta, and never spilled the beans. And literally the maddest aura for a male character, and he's an A rank? Are you joking? I think he should get his own agent story. They announced him later than we expected and still made him an A rank. People are going to riot. The character has been with us for 3 patches. A rank. Character that has no lore, introduction, and only got announced hours ago is an S rank. Well, like I said, if more you look down at this, you could get his M6 easier. You took 100. It took me $100 to get Nakamata, Bernice, 7 Bens, and 2 Billies until I finally got Paltra. Don't test me. Some people are not gonna get as lucky in that regards, but overall, I think that we could see from YouTube. We can see that even from the Twitter side of the Manato posting, that, yeah, not too many people are happy that our boy is an A rank. Now, my thought process is that while he's an A rank, and I will say it like this, and I know it's not going to be quote unquote easy, but it is going to be much easier to obtain him, I would believe. A couple of different copies, M1, M2, M3, all the way to M6, even with R1 to R5 on the W engine, it would still be considerably much easier to pull him as an A rank through the banners rather than as an S rank. I do believe it would save people a lot more money, especially the dolphins and the whales out there, when it comes down to the cost. Manato being an A rank, I don't think is necessarily an issue. I mean, there is some other games out there that I can mention that pretty much 4-star characters don't particularly exist. You have to keep pulling for limited characters. And it's been a long time since they introduced a 4-star character in those games. Whereas in Zenless Zone Zero, A-rank agents, along with the S-rank agents, A-rank agents are just as good and useful as the S-ranks. They're not as flashy, they're not as, well-rounded as, a limited S-rank, but they still do practically good. I know a lot of people who still use, Lucy. They still use Anton. They still use primarily, A-rank characters. So, with all of this being stated, I mean, I don't understand the thought process. I really kind of don't understand it. Maybe someone down in the comment section below can, portray your thoughts to help make me better understand why you're upset that, our boy Manato's not an S rank. Look, to me, I just think that it's better than nothing. The worst case scenario is the devs could have not released him. They could have left him as an NPC, and then I guarantee you right then and there, I would be even more pissed off than him not even being released. I understand that the next 2 characters alongside with him that's been drip marketed for the 2.3 update is both female, and I hate to say it this way, but majority of all these gacha games in general, females sell better than males. Like, look at Hugo's banner, an S-ranked agent that really didn't top that high. Now, grant you, devil's advocate here, the reason also that could have been a problem was for the fact that 2.0 was right around the corner. So, it makes perfect sense in that regards why, Hugo's banner didn't really sell as well, but regardless, I still feel like it should have sold more than what it did. So, regardless, I am a person. I'm happy. I think that Twitter's doing its Twitter things. I think people who are doom posting, they're doom posting. But I think once the character Kamado comes out, I think Kamado is going to be absolutely amazing. And I think that all this doom posting and everything else, while it's happening right now and people threatening to uninstall, people in a riot, I think that's all going to calm down by the time 2.3 comes out and everybody's got their boy. I plan to main him. Whether he's an A-rank agent, he's still going to be an S-rank in my heart. Simple as that. So what is your thoughts and processes on this? Let me know down in the comment section below. Are you upset? Are you okay with it? Do you think it's going to be easier to, future-wise, to be able to M6 this character, for example, to be able to R5 his weapon? Let me know your thoughts down below. And like always, consider giving a subscription to the channel, liking the video, and yeah, until next time, keep it classy, keep it jazzy, always keep it real, and we will see you on the next live stream. Peace.